In the heart of a quiet village in southeastern Nigeria, nestled between thick groves of mango trees and whispering cassava fields, stood the house of Elder Nana, a grand, weather-worn structure with cracked cement walls and rusted zinc roofing. Children never played too close to it. Mothers whispered warnings to their curious toddlers, and even the village dogs gave it a wide berth. That was because of what happened to Chika. Chika was a young carpenter, barely 25, with dreams as tall as the Iroko tree and a smile that could charm the rain out of the sky. He had just returned from ABA, where he had learned modern furniture design, and was eager to start afresh in his hometown. When he heard Elder Nana needed new furniture, he jumped at the opportunity. Others avoided the old man's house, but Chika laughed at their fears. Ghosts. In 2025, he scoffed, brushing off the warnings of his friends. On a bright Thursday morning, Chika walked into Elder Nana's compound with his toolbox and measuring tape. He greeted the old man, who merely nodded and gestured for him to enter. That was the last time anyone saw Chika. At first, people thought he had gone to town. But by the second day, his mother, Mama Chinya, began to worry. She went to the house, knocked for hours, no answer. She cried, pleaded, even collapsed at the doorstep, but the house remained silent. The villagers gathered. Some suggested breaking down the door, but others remembered the warnings. Elder Nana was not an ordinary man. They said he had dined with spirits, that his wife had disappeared the same way years ago, and that the walls of his house were thick with secrets no one dared challenge. The village chief sent a delegation of men and a pastor to confront the mystery. They arrived at the house with prayers, drums, and machetes. When they broke the door, what they found was nothing. No furniture. No Elder Nana. No Chika. The rooms were bare, covered in thick layers of dust and cobwebs. It was as if no one had lived there in years. The villagers stood frozen, the air heavy with dread. Something was terribly wrong. A week later, the house collapsed during a heavy storm. Some said they heard screams as the walls crumbled, but no bodies were found in the rubble. Since that day, children draw the shape of Chika's face in the sand and say, he never came out of that house again. And no one has dared to build on that land since.